So one thing I got to mention here in this property is that I keep it clean and functional, all right? Now, my guys are going to come by and patch this up right here, but for the most part, this is what you call that wood paneling. So back in the 80s and 90s, this was pretty popular along with wallpaper, right? But because this is a rental, one thing I do is I keep that. See, most people would have took this, turned around, and tore this down and put sheetrock on here, right? But my point is, I'm not gonna do that. I keep it. And what I did do was, because it was in good shape, I just went ahead and modernized it with a different type of, we stained it and changed the color on it. That's it. So these are rental properties, guys. So you don't get fancy with it. You keep it clean and functional. Here else I wanna show you too. In the kitchen, and I got the same thing in the living room, or excuse me, in the bathroom. I want y'all to notice something, these countertops. When I first bought this property, all right, it had some ugly laminate countertops. The problem is with laminate, it's real cheap and it takes just a little bit of moisture, right? And it'll tear it up. So I want my properties to last because I keep my properties anywhere from 3 to 5 or even more years. When you get something like this, which is you can use granite or quartz, works the same. It's a lot different. It's a lot better, more durable, and it looks better. It lasts longer. Because you got to keep in mind, tenants are always going to be hard on your property. So this is what I put in the kitchen and in the bathrooms. Yeah, it's a little expensive at first, but I promise you in the long run, you're going to be saving a whole lot of money. All right. Another thing that I do is I make sure in all the wet areas, I put this vinyl plank down. All right. I like putting this vinyl flooring down because it's durable. Again, it lasts long. And as far as pricing, it doesn't cost that much, right? Compared to tile or something like that. So this is what I like to put in the living room, dining rooms, hallways. The only thing I make a difference is this right here, and I'll show y'all. When you come right over here, in all the bedrooms, what I like to put is carpet. This is what I like to do. It's not that expensive. It just gives a little bit something different, and it looks good. So carpet in all the bedrooms. These are some little things that I do. And even when they move out, as they did here, they kept it up pretty good. They stayed in here for 2 years. All it takes is a little shampoo in the carpet and steam or steam cleaning, one of the two, and it looks brand new again. So again, carpet in all the bedrooms. These are some little tricks that I do, guys, or how I keep my properties. And then also, I want y'all to see something too, is the color. All right, the color of in my area, what I do is I always use like a beige or brown color scheme. I like doing that. And on the doors, I always use this. Now, keep in mind what I'm doing is on all my properties, because I have over 12 of them, right? On all my properties, I keep the same color. So it makes it easier for my contractor. When they go out, they already know. They don't even have to ask. They know what color all the properties need to be. It's going to be this color on the walls. I make sure I get a white trim because that gives it that pop. So on the trim and on the baseboards, it makes it look a whole lot better. So even if I was to turn around and rent this thing out again, it won't even take me long to rent it out. And as I stated in all my other TikTok videos, if you've seen them, if you notice, I make sure I get brand new outlets. That was brand new when I bought it. These outlets, these ceiling lights, all that's replaced because I don't have to worry about it as a landlord later on. Something that I do, I don't provide a refrigerator. All right, so this is vacant right here. This is where the refrigerator is supposed to be because I don't provide one. I've just found out over the years when it comes to tenants, they always have their own refrigerators. So one more thing I want to show you guys too, when it comes to your rental properties, a little trick that I do. If you notice right here, I got a ceiling fan here. So I keep one ceiling fan in the master. And then over here, let me walk over here. Something I do is have a ceiling fan right here in the master bedroom. So I keep one in the living room and the master. I only like to have ceiling fans. And then in the other rooms, instead of putting ceiling fans, I just put a flush mount light. The reason why I do this, guys, is because I don't want all the chances of it breaking. You got moving parts, things happen, tenants break stuff, unfortunately. But the less ceiling fans I have in here, the better, actually. So like I said, I just keep one or two, and that's it. Make it like an amenity. I don't keep them in, I used to have them in all the bedrooms, but I've kind of changed up on how I do things. So really, really important. These are some things that I do as a landlord, real estate investor, to make my properties last longer. They stand out when it gets on the rental market. People want to rent them out real quickly because of the way it looks. Again, I keep them clean and functional. Tell you guys do the same thing. These are just rentals. You don't have to get fancy with it. Okay, you do not need to get fancy with this. It's just a rental. All right. And then let me come over here because I told you about this room, the bathroom too. Both bathrooms have this granite that I like to put down. It lasts longer and I don't have to worry about it later. Okay, because the way they had it before, they had laminate countertops. This is a wet area. It gets hot in here. You got steam because of the bathroom, the bathtub, the hot water. This stuff gets moist, and next thing you know, it gets damaged real quick. So anyway, there you go with that. Just showing you little tricks that I do. You can do the same thing. And good luck on your real estate journey. Just giving you some tips, methods, and strategies.